Supply chains are around us. Everything we use and wear, supply chain once touched it. What drives me to keep studying after taking the DX courses is to keep a solid foundation as a professional and be prepared for the future. After my 7 years experience, I had the opportunity to move from a technical path as a mechanical engineering to supply chain. And I started in supply chain when I joined Johnson & Johnson at the Global Operations Leadership Program, where I started in logistics, then I moved to demand planning, manufacturing, inventory and capacity, and finally in operations. Currently, I lead the MPS, MRP, scheduling, imports, and regional supply planning team, and two distribution centers for Latin America. A couple of examples that I can give to you of all my experience is the S&OP balancing with the commercial side, the complexity management, the waste that we have to develop within the manufacturing, the balancing levels that we have to have in the logistics and inventory, and finally in the networks decisions that we have to have for the short and long term. In operations, we are challenged on a daily basis. We have to keep the S&OP drumbeat. We have to keep manufacturing up to speed, keeping the frozen period and balancing campaigns over changeovers according to the demand. With that said, I feel prepared for my next step on the master's program. As a career standpoint, I want to become a value stream leader. I see that connecting the end-to-end from the supplier into the distribution centers can increase efficiency and better end-to-end costs. When I say that, I mean about looking at MOQ versus economic order quantity, that inventory not only on one fits all, that we need to look at batches within the manufacturing, look at demand planning, what makes sense to make a short or a large batch, and finally looking at the customer service. With that said, we can improve our cash flow and the customer expectation. A real challenge for me is the supply chain globalization. The supply chain currently looks really at faster responses, with pressure and new competitors in the market. With the decrease of barriers and fast information, the market really expects speed and flexibility, and other competitors and new competitors are getting this into the market against big companies that are not. What we need to do is really to build a framework where we can take a better and faster decision to keep in the market and the leadership. Well, with J&J, I see they are really struggling and really seeking for this type of leadership. They have, in advance to this, also an unpredictable demand on the healthcare and also internal silos. So what we need to do is really review this and take best decisions thinking on the end-to-end costs. I expect to learn and discuss and integrate and have a great network and praxis with the MIT Scale program. I feel that leaving the MIT Scale program, I will be a better prepared professional to have this type of discussion and decisions. I understand that me with the leadership team can take this action and build up a solid foundation for our company. Finally, I see that I will become an empowered woman, being able to take decisions on a global and complex network, to take better decisions for the value stream leadership on a global scale. Thank you.